Hi everyone, how's it going? Okay, so let me get my microphones a bit far away. There we go. Okay, yeah, welcome back everybody. So the app, I just did an update, has been launched. For some of you guys already using the Irish Traditional Music Accompaniment app or tool. So let me know how you get on with it. Just to see if you can actually hear all the different things that have been uploaded and how you're getting on with the practicing and how easy is it to use and does it sound okay, and basically how are you getting on with the app. Okay, so that would be brilliant if you can let me know. What we're going to do, just going to continue on. I think same thing as last week. We'll look at a tune, we'll add some accompaniment. We'll learn what the tune is for tin whistle. We'll add accompaniment on the bouzouki, and we'll use the app as we go. So what we're going to do there today then is the Kesh Jig. Okay, so it's quite a well-known session tune, probably one of the most famous session tunes, definitely I would say in the top 10. So this is what it looks like. This is what we're going to play on the tin whistle, this part here. I might actually change while we're here. Actually, might change the the bouzouki tab so you guys could see what it would look like if you were playing it on bouzouki. You probably actually want to play it. I'm just looking to see if I'm looking to see, is that going to be easier to play without the capo or with a capo? It's easy enough actually with the thing, but yeah, we'll add a capo anyway just in case. So let me just do that first. Tempo. What would the speed be? But not this. Probably 60. Yeah, it's a good sort of speed to aim for, I would say, for learning. To aim for that speed. What I'm hopefully going to do with the app as well is have a section where you guys can download the MuseScore and the PDF files for this as well, so you'll be able to sort of use the materials I'm using here. So yeah, that app is going to become basically like a teaching tool away from all my courses, really. So the thing I need to do then is go in here and change around the tuning. If I'm going to add the capo, let me see, edit strings. Edit this string, this G. If I'm going to add the capo on 5 on the bouzouki, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And edit 5 frets up from D3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits G. That looks about right. And then 5 frets up from A3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the most important one, top one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, it would only be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because I was at E already. So that should be tune G dad, but with a capo on your 5th fret, all the strings are now C G D G. Okay, so when we add the capo on, that will make sense for you guys. So if I just apply that, did that do it correctly? Yeah, actually it has. Yeah, there's a lot more open strings, which is what I always aim for. That's how I know it's going to sound better, I think. So, Kesh Jig, if you want to play the tune, capo on 5. I'll add in the chord charts as well as we go. Okay, so that's the tab, or yeah, bouzouki tab updated. Let's see if we can just record the tune. Was it to make sure to do this in the right order? So apologies that it will take me a while just to get into the hang of this. Record tin whistle vertically and audio hijack. Okay, let's do that then. If I just bring this camera to whistle, what does it do? Yeah. Guess where my whistle's gonna go? There. Now what I need to do is make sure the whistle's activated. Okay, let me see. Tin whistle, where are you? Get rid of that. And my tin whistle should be activated, so I'll probably sound a lot more trebly than normal now. trying to get the camera out of the way, or the microphone out of the way as much as possible. I think that looks about right. Get my microphone or my lead out of the way. So let's, if I was to actually go back just a second so you guys can see the app, that might be better actually. You can see what I use for the app here. There's the app. I always use Google Chrome, guys. I find the audio is always better in Google Chrome. Sometimes when you use Safari, even when you're using like iPhone or iPad, when you're using Safari, it does tend to sometimes be a bit of an issue when it comes to audio, the buffering and everything. So it doesn't really like long audio files. So if you find that if you're using like an iPhone and you find, after, a couple of minutes that there's like a click or something, or, on the app, or, that it isn't as long as you want it to be, try just using the app on Google Chrome. Safari's a bit weird when it comes to audio. It's just one of those things that Apple does. So yeah, use the Chrome app, I think is better. And let me just get rid of all of this. Get rid of palettes, layout, and properties. There we go. Okay, so this is the version of the tune I'm going to be using. I could probably do actually everything being a bit closer. Let me see. Yeah, the spacing's always a bit weird in MuseScore. Let me just make that a bit smaller. Bring everything up a wee bit closer to each other. See them here. There doesn't need to be such a huge gap between each system. There we go. Yeah, just squish everything on the page a bit. There we go. So we can try and fit it all in one. There we go. Okay, now it is going to be a jig. I'm actually going to be working on another app to help people identify tunes as well, and maybe even chord progressions. So I'll see what I can come up with. But if you've known anything about the musical theory that I introduced in some of the courses, you'll know that when you see this little symbol here, this little sharp symbol, this one little sharp, indicates that we're in the key either of G major or E minor. This is going to be a G major tune. There's lots of G's in it. So all I need to do here is select G. And it's a jig, 6/8. So let's go to jig. And probably recording it nice and slow to begin with anyway. Okay, let's see. Did I take that recording? Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm just gonna check my audio. Sorry, guys. I know it's as frustrating for anyone watching on YouTube at the moment. Sorry, there's not many who watch me on YouTube, but for you guys, I always go back just to check my audio. Yeah. It's okay. Okay. Right. Go back to live. There we go. Okay. So that was the slowest that I can do it at about 90. It actually gets harder if I do it any slower than that because I have to sort of think of every single individual note and where it's landing within the beat. So to do it even slower than that, it's actually hard. So yeah, 90 is sort of like a good thing to aim for when you're learning the tune to begin with. You know, when you're just doing it note by note, that's the sort of fluency that you want to aim for. You know, after a good few practice sessions at it, and then of course build it up over time.